Congratulations. If you could, just take us through the match from your perspective, how you played and what you thought about your first win of the tournament.
Well, I'm happy about the win. I think it was a tough battle there today. She played pretty well, and I played. The first set wasn't that good. Second and third was better. It still took me some time to adapt to the conditions. It was a tricky day today. But I fought until the last point, so yeah, that gave me, I think, the match, and I'm really happy.
Okay, thank you very much. Name and affiliation, please. Thank you.
Hi, Paula. David Kane, tennis.com. This is your 13th tiebreaker that you won this year, and I think it's the most since Sonia Kennan a couple of years ago. So I'm curious, what is making you so good in such clutch situations?
I read that the other day, but I don't really know. I don't know. And I think I like that kind of moments. I like the pressure moments when you're like at the limit. And I think I try to play my best tennis there, and I compete pretty well. So I think that's what's giving me maybe that many tie breaks. And yeah, but I don't really know. I don't have like the secret key there, to be honest.
Just ask about the conditions. Obviously, you've been talking about it leading up to the tournament. Was that on your mind at all at the start of the match, and how you were able to put that away?
To be honest, I felt the court really, really fast. Maybe I wasn't feeling that on the practice courts, but today, of course, with the nerves and everything, you see it a little bit more. But as well with the wind and yeah, the court, I felt it was pretty fast today. So yeah, it took me some time to adapt and to know what to do in that moment because yeah, I was struggling a little bit at the beginning.
Hey Paula, Matt Futterman from the New York Times. You've spoken about how you like this city a lot. Do you find, does it help you as you come here? You feel comfortable? I mean, is it a certain...
I love New York. I love Manhattan. You know, I have a special relationship with it. And I do love the fans. Here I can feel the love from them. Today the energy on court was very special. I felt so many people supporting me, and that of course motivates me. And of course I love to be in New York, and yeah, I love to be here.
Are you, I guess what I'm asking is, does that affect, do you think, your confidence level when you come to a tournament in a city that you really like? Is there anything that sort of leads to something else?
No, because to be honest, I love the city, but maybe I don't like that much the conditions here. So it doesn't give me confidence, to be honest. But it's okay. I accept it.
Okay, David.
I was asking Irina Sabalenka about you this morning and about your friendship, and she said that getting to know you was very different.
I hope she said positive things.
She did, but what she said was that you were very different once she got to know you than maybe she anticipated. And I'm curious if you feel that around the locker room when girls get to know you and they feel that way, or what do you think that is, and just a little bit about your friendship? Yeah,
I remember talking to her, and we both had like the same perception from both of us at the beginning because we didn't know each other. And then when we got to know each other, we felt that we had like quite similar personalities. And yeah, she's maybe at the beginning I thought she was a little bit different, but then I got to know her, and I saw she's super nice with a big heart and very humble, and that's what I really like to see, like players like that. So yeah, we have a very good relationship, and at the locker room, I don't know what they think about me, but I think if they get to know me, they see that I'm quite normal. That's what I try to be, and to be honest, I'm lucky to say that I have very good relationship with most of them. So yeah, and I think it's nice.
Good amount of time with Irina off court when you're on site at tournaments?
We talk a lot, and we try to spend time. We have to be honest, we have one dinner here in New York, so let's see if we can make it happen. So yeah, it's nice to spend time with them as well off court.
Court, did you have anything?
Just Paula, Andrea Petkovic was in here a little bit before. She's played her last slam, and one of the things that she said was that she felt as though her and kind of her generation, their kind of story on the tour was over, and that now this tour kind of belonged to you guys, to Paula, to Iga, to Maria. And I'm curious from kind of what your reaction is for a veteran player to kind of say that and to shout up your name out as well, and whether or not you feel that as well, that there's a transition,
it's nice to hear that word from her, and I really respect her. I mean, I remember seeing her play when she was 9 in the world. So, and I think she's an amazing player, such a hard worker, and a very nice person as well. And she's always a tough opponent to to play against. So it's nice to hear words from that from Andrea, and I wish her the best in her new chapter. And I don't know. I hope so. I'm working for that, for be the next, well, now the next generation, and being here for a long time. I think I'm having a pretty good year with tough moments, of course, and with a lot of new challenges. But I'm still here. I'm still trying to win matches, fighting, and trying to enjoy it as well. And I hope I can be here many years and inspire the next generation that will come.
Matt?
What is it about the conditions that you find challenging here?
The balls, the court is too fast. Of course, the heat and the humidity doesn't help because it makes it faster. And of course, today the wind. So, yeah, almost everything.
Last question.
Paula, if I could just follow up on that. You've talked about how the ball flies, but that sounds very familiar to Indian Wells, how the ball flies, except the court there is slower. So is it just that combination, and is there an ideal combination for you in terms of court speed versus ball density, I guess?
You think in Indian Wells the balls fly?
Yeah, that it's a slow court, but that the ball flies, especially, I believe.
I think, to be honest, it gets heavier. It gets bigger, the ball, when you keep playing with that in Indian Wells, or at the 90% of the tournaments, it gets a little bit bigger. And here it gets like smaller. So that's what we're talking about. And we're studying this with Wilson and everything. So they said that it gets smaller. So you feel like you're playing more like ping pong, you know, sometimes. And that's why you cannot control that much the ball here. And of course, if it was a slower court, maybe you can find the balance there, but it's not even that. So it's super fast, and the ball sometimes gets out of control when you start to use it a little bit more. So yeah, for me it's tough because I like maybe slower conditions and heavier ball because I'm already strong enough, and I think I generate quite well during the baseline. So yeah, for me it's a little bit tough, and it's a big challenge for me to play at this swing with these conditions. But well, I only have I have to accept it, to try to adapt myself, and maybe hopefully they can change it soon.